Hey, welcome back. Today we're having a little bit of a conversation about taking personal responsibility for your results. Okay? And here's what I want to talk about today is a lot of times, so by now you know I am a business strategist, a consultant. Many people refer to me as their coach. Regardless of the title, one of the questions I get asked all the time is, what results do you provide for your client? And my answer is always, that's dependent on the client. And here's what I want you to understand about that. Do I get results? Does any coach get results for their client? Yes. Coaches share these screenshots of their client wins all the time. And we need that for social credibility, for that testimonial. And if you're a service provider, you absolutely should be doing that, especially if you're offering some kind of consulting, guiding, mentoring or not. Of course, people want to see results, right? They want to know that you are legit. But here's what I mean about taking personal responsibility. As a coach, consultant, mentor, strategist, whatever title you give yourself, you are there to guide the person on which actions to take, which strategies to implement, and whatnot, right? You are not offering done for you services. And so my response is always, the results depend on you. I can give the same exact strategy advice, not the same exact, but let's say you have client A and client B, both of them working in a very similar way. You give advice and action items to client A, you give advice and action items to client B. Client A takes it, runs with it, implements it, does everything that you instructed them to do, that you gave them guidance on, that you told them to do, and they see massive results. Client B decides, I don't really feel like doing that today. That's not really what I want to do. Or they implement it kind of half-ass. And then their results, they don't get the same results, right? So client A is off and running, they're signing clients. Client B is still sitting back here, not signing clients. Those results are not reflective of the person that is giving the advice, right? The same advice was given. One client took it and ran with it. The other client chose not to do the work. And this is what I mean by personal responsibility. If you are looking to hire somebody to help you grow your business, and it is not a done for you service. So what I mean by that is, if you are hiring somebody to handle your email marketing and they're doing everything for you, or maybe it's social media ads and they're creating the ad, they're running the ad campaigns, they're creating the copy, that's one thing, because their results are direct, right? But even that, I mean, you have to have the right audience, you have to have a good product to sell, all of that, right? So again, personal responsibility here. But when you're looking for somebody, say like a coach, a strategist, a mentor, and you're asking them, well, what results do you provide? You have to understand that a lot of the results come from the actions you take. Now, granted, if that person is giving crappy ass advice and telling you to do something that's not going to work, then of course that's a reflection on the consultant. And so here's what I want you to do instead. Like, if you are in the position to hire and you are really looking to bring somebody into your business to help you, the one thing that I highly recommend you do is ask that person to speak to their client. Ask them for referrals. Ask them if you can have a conversation with one of their clients, okay? Any good coach, consultant, strategist will absolutely give you a recommendation and a referral without question. Then what you can do is you can have a conversation with that client. You can say, what strategies did she provide for you? How does she give you those strategies? Do you feel like she's clear in how she explains it? Do you feel like you know exactly what you're doing when you get off the phone? What did you find the easiest? What do you find has given you the best results? What did you love about it, right? Because now you're getting actual information to understand how that coach provides information, how they give advice, what strategies they implement, and then you can decide if they align with you. But ultimately, the results lie in your lap. If you don't do the work, There is no magic pill. Hiring a coach is not some magic formula. It's not like Miracle-Gro. You can't just sprinkle Miracle-Gro on your business because you hired a coach and all of a sudden things are going to start growing. No, you still need to water it, make sure that you're doing the work, making sure you're not, if I'm using that same plant analogy, make sure it's not getting too much sun. I mean, you've got to take personal responsibility for those actions. So when you are looking at results, or the other thing you have to understand is, a coach is always going to post their best client wins, right? Well, of course you are. As any service provider, you want to post your wins, right? But you also need to be honest and upfront. Stand in a little bit of integrity and let people know, especially if you're on discovery calls, like, here was this client, here's how they're seeing this result. This client and I have been working together for 9 months. This is not like a result after 2 weeks, right? You also have to remember that results come with time. There really is no magic secret formula that's going to give you immediate results. So take responsibility for that as well. To be willing to commit to the process, commit to the time it takes. All right. And so if you are working with somebody and they say that, they don't share results or whatnot, it does not mean that they do not get those results. And that is something that's very important to me. It's not that I won't share results. I absolutely will. But I also am very honest that they are not my results. They are the results of my clients doing the work, not my results. My results are me taking my own advice and implementing it in my business. Those are my results. But as far as the testimonials and the screenshots and the wins, those are my client wins. I'm just there to guide and help and give them the actions to take to get them there. It's on them to do the work. So before you hire somebody, ask yourself, am I committed to this process? Am I ready to take personal responsibility for my actions? Because your actions are what's going to define your success. Your actions are what's going to define your results. If you show up with excuses, that you're not going to get the results you're looking for, regardless of who you hire. So unless you're hiring somebody that's just taking your business and running with it and doing it all for you, which is exactly, I don't think, what you're trying to do, right? So anyway, that's important to me. Stand in integrity, own your personal responsibility, ask the hard questions, ask for referrals, ask to speak to their clients, and do your due diligence before you hire somebody so that you're going to get the results that you are desiring, not the results of somebody else. Okay? I hope this was helpful. If you've been in this or you have questions, you can always reach out to me. I am 100% an open book. Please reach out to me, but know that just because not every single coach blasts their results of their clients' results all over social media does not mean that they don't get them, right? That's my message to you today. That's what's most important. I'll talk to you soon.